What's good? What's good? This is Upgrade Your Mindset with Luis Suarez. So real quick, I know a lot of guys want to be in serious relationships. They want to have a girlfriend on their arm. They want to marry a chick one day. But understand, are you ready for that? Are you prepared to deal with the responsibilities that a relationship requires? And I'm not sure a lot of guys are. You know, a lot of guys are too concentrated on having a woman by their side, just having a piece of ass, just having a woman that they could show around. Like anything, a relationship requires management, especially you being the man. You need to manage that relationship. With management, an ability to pay attention to detail is also required. You know, you need the skill to have a keen eye on what's going on and being able to observe everything around you. You know, sometimes a lot of things happen right in front of you guys and you guys don't even notice. A woman is kind of like a plant. You could have a plant sitting in the window, but if you don't water it and give it the proper nutrients and the water that it needs, what's going to happen? The plant's going to die. So the same thing's going to happen in your relationship. If you don't moderate, adjust, channel that woman where she needs to be while you're observing her behavior, and sometimes the behavior isn't anything that is that blatant. You know, women are very indirect in the way they communicate. So a woman could do something very subtly and you might not notice it. And a lot of you guys, because you guys are so naive, you don't have much experience, you're gullible, you guys do not notice these subtle things that women do, and you guys ignore it. When a woman could be straight up disrespecting you and you don't even see it. Then you wonder down the line why the disrespect showed up. Understand, brother, she's been disrespecting you from the very beginning and you just never saw it. You never made the proper adjustment to fix that behavior. You know, like when a woman starts to be kind of distant, she starts to be short with you. She's not doing the things that she was doing at the very beginning. What a lot of guys tend to do is start to give her more attention. They start to overcompensate, and now they want to go through hoops and try to run out to her and see what's wrong and you know, take her out to dinner or give her flowers. Understand that's the wrong move, man, because now you're rewarding bad behavior. She is not being consistent to the way she was being before. But again, this is all about you paying attention to the subtle differences. Now, I'm not saying for you guys to be some psychotic freaks where you're checking, you got a timer going to see when she hits you back up and shit. It took her like 20 minutes to hit me up. Usually it takes her like 5, you know, not to those extremes, but you still have to pay attention to things when they start to change. You have to pay attention to the way she talks to you. Understand, if a woman used to listen to you at the very beginning and all of a sudden later on she starts to object, you know, that might be an issue. That might be something that you have to address. You guys kind of like want to ignore some of this shit. Either you don't see it or you want to ignore it. You got to understand that it's up to you to be aware of everything. You know, just like me with this channel, I'm recently learning how to pay attention to the analytics and see the content that more people are gravitating towards. I'm going to take that information, put it in my database and have it for consideration. So now I'm like, okay, this is the content that people are asking for. Same thing with a company. You're running a company and you're seeing the performance of your employees. And if an employee's not performing to the level of expectation, then you got to make the proper adjustments, whether that's demoting them, whether that's having a conversation with them. You have to do what's necessary in order to get the performance that's required. And the same thing is with a woman. If a woman's not performing up to par, you need to know how to channel that and, you know, bring it back to center. If she's not performing to your standard, and if she's underperforming, if she's being inconsistent how she first started, you gotta let that known, or you gotta do what's necessary in order to bring that situation back to where it was. You feel me? You know, this is not really about being reactive to what the woman is doing, but it's more about managing the relationship and the situation. There's an art to doing this, but it takes experience, it takes practice, it takes a know-how. You just having a strong sense for what's going on. This is an everyday job. This isn't just at the beginning. This isn't just in the middle. This is like from the whole time you're with a woman. You have to understand that your management is required all the time, because, you know, women are always derailing themselves. Women are highly emotional. They got ups and downs, man. You got to keep them centered. You know, she's a wave and you the rock. You know what I'm saying? That she's crashing into. You know what I mean? You got to be that rock at all times, man. You got to know what to do when it's required. Guys, remember, all relationships are your responsibility at the end of the day. It's up to you to manage them. And if the woman isn't performing the way she should or the way she has been, then, you know, you got to make the proper adjustments and treat her accordingly. That's all I got to say on this topic. This is Upgrade Your Mindset. Hit the like button, share the video, and I'm out. Peace.